Hello everyone and welcome back to Mathematicians, the show where we celebrate the brilliant minds of all fields numerical. And when you're talking about math and money, you can't avoid the world of quantitative finance where algorithms meet Wall Street. Today we're diving into the life of John Overdeck, a man who isn't just playing the stock market, he's writing the code to predict its next move. Who is John Overdeck? Let's rewind a bit. Born in Maryland in 1969, John's story begins with a love for numbers. Growing up, it was clear he was different. He wasn't just solving equations. He was understanding them intuitively. This wasn't just a kid being force-fed formulas. This was a kid falling in love with the language of logic. As John got older, his love for math only intensified. It was less about memorizing formulas and more about solving puzzles, cracking the code of the universe. He wasn't just interested in the what of math. He was obsessed with the why. Unsurprisingly, John excelled in school, when your idea of a good time is solving complex equations. Acing math class is a given. But he wasn't content with just learning what was in the textbooks. He wanted to write his own theorems. This drive for knowledge led him to Stanford University. Stanford is known for its rigorous academics, attracting the best and brightest minds. But even among the brightest, John stood out. He wasn't just keeping up, he was setting the pace. And he wasn't just absorbing information, he was questioning it, challenging it. At Stanford, John dove headfirst into the world of mathematics. He wasn't just taking classes, he was living and breathing the subject. He saw the beauty in its elegance, the power in its logic. He stayed at Stanford, earning his master's degree in mathematics. But John wasn't satisfied with just understanding the theoretical. He wanted to see how his mathematical prowess could be applied in the real world. He wanted to take his love for numbers and use it to make a real impact. You might think a math whiz like John would end up solving complex physics problems or cracking encryption codes for the government, but John had a different calling: Wall Street. For John, Wall Street wasn't about making a quick buck. It was about applying his mathematical genius to new challenges. He saw the financial markets as a giant, complex system, like a massive, constantly evolving equation. He believed that with enough data and the right algorithms, he could crack the code of the market. Fresh out of Stanford, John landed a job at D.E. Shaw and Company, the Hogwarts of quantitative hedge funds. It's a place where magic exists at the collision of math and finance, where algorithms are king and where billions of dollars are on the line. John was now surrounded by numerical witches and wizards. But John thrived in this high-pressure environment. He wasn't intimidated by the jargon, the complex financial instruments, or the sheer amount of money at stake. He saw it as the ultimate intellectual challenge. It didn't take long for John to make a name for himself at D.E. Shaw. He wasn't just crunching numbers. He was developing trading strategies, building complex models, and making money. Lots of money. He quickly rose through the ranks, becoming a managing director at 27. John's success wasn't just about luck or raw talent. It was about his relentless work ethic, his ability to absorb information like a sponge, and his knack for seeing patterns where others saw only noise. He was a machine, working tirelessly to refine his models and optimize his strategies. But John's time at D.E. Shaw wasn't just about making money. It was about learning from the best and developing his own unique approach to quantitative investing. He was like a Jedi Padawan, training under the tutelage of some of the most experienced quant traders in the world. As John's reputation grew, so did his opportunities. He was recruited by Amazon to help develop data-driven business strategies. This was back in the late 90s when Amazon was still primarily known for selling books online. John's work at Amazon was instrumental in helping them build the data-driven infrastructure that would turn them into the behemoth they are today. He helped them understand their customers, optimize their operations, and make a ton of money. But John's heart was in finance. After a successful stint at Amazon, he decided it was time to strike out on his own. That is when Two Sigma Investments was born. In 2001, John Overdeck, along with his former D.E. Shaw colleagues David Siegel and Mark Pickard, took a leap of faith. They pooled their resources, gathered a small team of brilliant minds, and founded 2 Sigma Investments. The name 2 Sigma represents a high degree of confidence, a belief that by analyzing enough data, you can make highly accurate predictions. And that's exactly what 2 Sigma set out to do: use data and technology to gain an edge in the financial markets. They weren't interested in hunches or gut feelings. They believed that the key to success lay in the numbers, in finding patterns and signals that others missed. From the very beginning, 2 Sigma was different. This wasn't your typical Wall Street firm filled with slick-haired traders yelling buy and sell. This was a place where mathematicians, physicists, and computer scientists worked side by side, using algorithms and machine learning to navigate the complexities of the market. They built their own proprietary trading platform, a technological marvel that allowed them to process massive amounts of data, identify subtle patterns, and execute trades with lightning-fast speed. They were like the Moneyball of finance, using data and technology to outmaneuver their larger, more traditional competitors. And their approach worked. 2 Sigma quickly gained a reputation for its innovative strategies and its uncanny ability to generate consistent returns. They didn't win every trade, but their system was designed to minimize losses and capitalize on opportunities that others missed. As 2 Sigma grew, so did its ambitions. They expanded into new markets, developed new trading strategies, and hired some of the brightest minds in the industry. They weren't content with just being another successful hedge fund. They wanted to revolutionize the way finance worked. They saw opportunities in insurance, real estate, and even venture capital. They were like kids in a candy store, eager to apply their mathematical prowess to every corner of the financial world. And John Overdeck was at the helm of it all. He fostered a culture of collaboration, innovation, and intellectual curiosity, encouraging his team to push the boundaries of what was possible. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly are these secret trading strategies that have made 2 Sigma so successful? Well, if I knew the exact answer to that, I'd probably be sipping margaritas on a private island somewhere instead of making YouTube videos. But I can give you a glimpse into the world of quantitative trading and the kind of techniques that John Overdeck and his team at 2 Sigma might be using. At its core, quantitative trading is all about finding patterns in data. It's about sifting through mountains of information, from stock prices and economic indicators to social media sentiment and satellite imagery, to identify subtle correlations and anomalies that can be exploited for profit. Although the projects we have worked on at Mathematicians are mainly educational and theoretical, some ideas we have explored are prediction models based on different algorithms, in hopes of finding over and undervalued opportunities in the market. One such algorithm could be LSTM, or the long short-term memory algorithm, a recurrent neural network algorithm built for sequence prediction tasks, capturing long-term dependencies in hopes to predict current stock prices. Imagine you're trying to predict the weather. You could look out the window, see that it's cloudy, and guess that it might rain. Or you could use a weather model that takes into account temperature, humidity, wind speed, and a whole bunch of other factors to make a more accurate prediction. Quantitative trading is kind of like that. But instead of predicting the weather, you're predicting the movement of financial markets. And instead of looking out the window, you're using complex algorithms and machine learning models to analyze vast amounts of data. One common technique is called statistical arbitrage, which involves identifying small pricing discrepancies between related assets and then making a series of trades to exploit those differences. For example, if the price of gold is rising while the price of a gold mining company's stock is falling, a quant trader might buy the stock and short sell gold, betting that the prices will eventually converge. Another technique is called trend following, which involves identifying trends in asset prices and then riding those trends until they reverse. For example, if the price of oil has been steadily rising, a trend-following trader might buy oil futures, betting that the price will continue to go up. Of course, these are just 2 simplified examples. In reality, quantitative trading strategies can be incredibly complex, involving dozens or even hundreds of variables and sophisticated mathematical models. And as markets evolve and new data becomes available, these strategies need to be constantly updated and refined. That's where John Overdeck's genius really shines. He has an uncanny ability to identify new sources of data, develop innovative algorithms, and adapt to changing market conditions. He's like a chess grandmaster, always thinking several moves ahead and anticipating his opponent's next move. Now, you might think that someone like John Overdeck, a guy who's made billions of dollars using math and computers to predict the market, would be content to just sit back, count his money, and maybe buy a private island or two. But that's not John's style. He's not motivated by money or status. He's driven by a deep-seated curiosity, a desire to solve complex problems, and a belief that technology can be used to make the world a better place. And that's why John's impact extends far beyond the realm of finance. Under his leadership, Two Sigma has become a hotbed of innovation, developing cutting-edge technologies and launching ventures that are disrupting industries far beyond Wall Street. One of their most ambitious projects is Ven, a cloud-based operating system designed specifically for financial institutions. Ven is not your typical operating system. It's designed to handle the unique challenges of the financial industry, providing a secure, scalable, and flexible platform for managing data, running applications, and collaborating with colleagues. It's like the Google suite of finance, but way more powerful and sophisticated. Two Sigma has also launched a venture capital arm, Two Sigma Ventures, which invests in early-stage companies that are using technology to solve big problems in areas like healthcare, education, and energy. They've also created Sightway Capital, a private equity firm that invests in businesses that can benefit from Two Sigma's data science and technology expertise. And they have launched Two Sigma Securities, a broker-dealer that provides electronic trading services to institutional investors. It's like Two Sigma is this giant idea factory, churning out innovative products and services that are changing the way we think about finance, technology, and even the world around us. And John Overdeck is the mastermind behind it all. He's a true visionary, a leader who inspires his team to think big, push the boundaries of what's possible, and never stop learning. John continues to support mathematical education and improvement and competes in a yearly math tournament and fundraiser held by the National Museum of Mathematics, or MoMath for short. This tournament, the MoMath Masters Tournament, is a fun event to raise money for MoMath. John began participating in the tournament in 2019, and although he has yet to secure a first-place finish, he has snagged a second-place finish and 2 third-place finishes since 2019. So there you have it, the story of John Overdeck, a guy who went from math prodigy to Wall Street titan to tech innovator. He's proof that numbers can be more than just numbers. They can be the building blocks of a successful career, a thriving business, and even a better world. John's story is a reminder that the power of math and technology is limitless. Thanks for joining me on this journey through the fascinating world of quantitative finance and the incredible mind of John Overdeck. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more inspiring stories, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on our next journey into a mathematical mind. Stay calculating, my friends.